So we got a small project to take on today. I've got this wood chipper. It's been running good for about 4 years now. Bought it used at a yard sale. It had compression 4 years ago, but lately it's become a real pain to keep running. It's a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower with the antique carburetor called the Pulsajet. It's not working too well. It's basically flooding. It runs for a little bit and then shuts down, can't keep it running. You take the air filter off and find out that the carburetor is actually full of gasoline. Don't know what's causing it. Had the carburetor off a couple of times, replaced the few moving parts that are in there, the diaphragm, the jet, and a couple of times. Didn't seem to help. Had the tank off, cleaned the tank out because it's got the double tank, meaning the small tank inside of the big tank. The other problem is the exhaust pipe pretty much won't stay in there anymore. The threads are just about gone in the cylinder. It doesn't seem to have much compression anymore. So it pulls pretty easy. It's time for a new engine. Hopefully this Predator bolts right up. It's a 5 horsepower Craftsman and a 212cc Predator, which is supposedly 6.5 horsepower. But when I look at the dimensions on the literature, it seems like this shaft is going to bolt right up, and that'll be the key to this whole job. If it bolts up, fine. If it doesn't, I'm taking it back. So well, we're literally under the shade of the tree here. I'm going to replace this engine with a Predator. Okay. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I think we have to get the old engine off first. So, get this out of the way. And we'll get the air tools fired up and go to work on taking this apart. The problem with this is we just can't take the engine off and put the other engine on, because the engine pretty much holds everything together. The chute here for the chipper is bolted to the engine, and that's got the feet on it. So when I take this off, I got no feet holding the engine up, and everything falls down. And so I'll have to prop this up somehow and get to work. How am I going to do this without a hammer? Where's the BFE? Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Well, I got the frame, at least I'll call it the frame, the part that goes under the engine, clamped to an I-beam there I had laying around. Hopefully that'll keep everything falling on my toes while I work. Well, so far I've used a 1/2-inch socket to get the chute off of the wheel housing, I'll call it that, and the 9/16 to get the center bolt out of the crankshaft. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the crankshaft right there, and that giant thing is bolted to it, or stuck on there I should say, after I don't know how many years. So I got a crowbar in there. I'm going to try prying it a little bit, tapping on the end of the crankshaft and see if it starts to fall apart. Bending the end of the crankshaft. Put that back in. Put that. Further up the thread. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I'll turn this off for a minute while I curse.